Let's load into the game. We'll check everything out now. Check out the patch notes. All right, woo, here we go. One Punch Man, Overwatch 2. Event ends April 6th. Okay, that looks cooler. Oh, wait, I like this bot. Oh, you can't see it, but like, they have, you click a button here and it's One Punch Man, and you click it for One Punch Man challenges. So it's 3 skins. What's the highlight intro? Is that up? Is that in? That's in One Punch Man, right? Because I can tell that looks sick. That looks awesome. That looks really cool. I love the sound on that too. Holy crap. And these are the name cards. Oh, these, okay. Chat, I've seen some cool name cards, but these look sick. Holy crap. Okay, chat, let's go look at the patch notes now. You ready? Here we go. Let's read the patch notes. New collaboration, Overwatch 2, One Punch Man. One Punch is all you need in this limited time Overwatch 2 One Punch Man collaboration, which talks about giving you all like the challenges and the skins and all that. So Moomin Rider, Soldier 76, which you can get for playing 24 games if I'm correct. Complete your hero collection with the additional legendary bundles featuring Saitama, Doomfist, Terrible Tornado Kiriko, and Genos Genji. If I got any of those, if I mispronounced any of that, my bad. Overwatch League, which is awesome. That looks really sick, by the way. That highlight intro, too, looks sick. So, Overwatch League 2023 season. New Overwatch League team skins. New Overwatch League team skins are now in-game. Celebrate your favorite teams, including the Soul Infernal and Vegas Eternal, by equipping their team skins for your favorite heroes. Team bundles are now available. Trios of hero skins will land in the Overwatch League shop throughout the season available. These bundles will include team-branded weapon charms. Okay, general updates. Here we go. Adjusted distance attenuation of enemy footsteps. We missed a change in our Season 3 patch notes about some adjustments made to the distance in which you can hear enemy footsteps. So that's in reference, by the way, to, do you see how many times you would watch, you could hear Soldier 76 across the map? Like, if you wanted to play Soldier 76, you had to crouch walk across the map. That's all you could do, because you would be heard by everybody. We've continued to refine this change and have found a nice middle ground between where it was in Season 2 and where it was prior to today's patch. Okay, I'm very curious to see the new sounds now, because you could hear, like, so many heroes, like Widow 2, Lucio, Cass. Weekly challenges. Removed to the victors, which is the win 15 games in unranked or comp. Added a new challenge, Casual Dedication. Win 15 games in any unranked mode. Added a new challenge, Competitive Advantage. Win 10 games in competitive mode. That means you can get mystery heroes, by the way, with that. Total number of challenges needed to earn all Overwatch coins is still 11. Remove the coin line. Win 5 games in arcade. Added a new challenge, Change of Pace. Win 5 games in mystery heroes, free-for-all, deathmatch, or any arcade mode. Changed Role Mastery to win 5 games each as 2 different roles. Okay, all good changes here. Daily challenges, they changed the support weapon mastery to 10,000 now. And they changed the support ability mastery to 8,000 now, from 12.5 and from 10, respectively. Challenge progress during end of round. Challenges the players have made progress on during the match will be shown with a visual representation of remain in progress needed. I like that. That's good. So far, good, like, just mid-season updates on this one. I like this part right here. These are just, like, really good quality of life changes to the game that they may not seem like, oh, wow, that's not much, but, like, this is actually good stuff here, especially making the weeklies a little bit more obtainable and making the dailies that much easier. Though that is good right there. Those are changes right there that are good to have, in my opinion. Scoreboard. End of matchmaking scoreboard update. We are taking a snapshot of each player's final stats during the match and persisting it on the tab scoreboard during post-match. Previously, a player's stats and name would disappear as soon as they left the match. Oh, that's going to be good. Yeah, I'm sure that will go well. No, I mean, it's good to have that there at the end. Like, you can hit tab and see everything. I like that there. Matchmaking. We fixed a bug causing large parties to wait longer in queue than intended. Does that mean my Mystery Heroes Tuesday queues are going to be quicker now? Let's go. The matchmaker will now prioritize putting parties together which have a similar delta between the highest and lowest rated player. I have a question on this. Does that mean there's a possibility we could see stacking again eventually in GM? Because if they're starting to have a similar delta now, that means it's going to try to match people almost perfectly. We made improvements that should help reduce unranked queue times and increase competitive match quality. All good to see for matchmaking. I know matchmaking's been a big topic during this season. On to competitive updates. Wait a second. Am I seeing this, chat? Are we seeing this correctly? Am I seeing this correctly? Competitive mystery heroes. Competitive mystery heroes is added to competitive play. Season 1 of competitive mystery heroes begins on March 14th. That means that next week's Mystery Heroes Tuesday, we're going to be playing ranked. Mystery Heroes Tuesday, chat, is now competitive mystery heroes. It's on a Tuesday. Next week's Mystery Heroes Tuesday, we got competitive mystery heroes. Let's go. Let's go. There we go, chat. It's time. It's time. Competitive screen layout update. We have added buttons to the competitive play menu that will allow players to easily access the tier legend, leaderboard, and competitive progress screens. Top 500 leaderboard update. Players in Top 500 now will see an animated update of their current position on the leaderboard after each match. Looking forward to that. It's good to see. Usually we just be like, hey, you're Top 500. Straight up, chat. My opinion on like the general updates here, the quality of life changes, and competitive mystery heroes. All good changes. For like a mid-season patch, these are all good quality of life changes that like I said, some of these can be like, you look at these, you're like, oh, like, that's not even that much. It is good to have these type of changes for the game because making those quality of life changes to a game, it makes it better overall to have like some of these things adjusted. I like that. I'm happy with that. Let's head on to the hero updates. We got Orisa. Terror Surge can now be interrupted by hack. Oh, wow. That is... Orisa's ultimate's pretty uninterruptible for the most part, so wait a second. Developer comment, Terror Surge is a channeled ultimate which cannot be interrupted by most abilities, as it gains the same effects as Fortify. While this makes sense for stuns, Sombra's hack interrupt shouldn't be negated, and now correctly cancels Terror Surge. That just becomes a hard counter to Orisa ultimate. Holy crap. That's an interesting change. Ramatra. Use an Annihilation while in Nemesis form refreshes your bonus armor. Thank you. And this goes to quality of life changes here. This is a good change. Players found that shifting out of Nemesis form before activating the Annihilation ultimate would fully reset Nemesis form bonus armor. To smooth out gameplay, it now resets the armor health automatically as part of the ultimate activation. What this means is you no longer have to cancel like Nemesis form and then go into your ultimate. You can just hit the button now and you got your armor. So that is a good change for Ramatra, and actually, believe it or not, a slight buff. Now, I'll tell you why. A lot of players don't use that tech, and sometimes when you use that tech, that like 1/10 of a second or like half of a second you would switch forms, you could get like, you were very vulnerable to damage. So it's a really good change and a decent change to Ramatra. Roadhog. Chain hook cooldown now starts when the ability ends instead of at the start. Chain hook cooldown reduced from 8 to 6 seconds. The chain hook cooldown beginning when the ability started instead of at the end caused some confusion when discussing the cooldown, since once you can see the timer, it appeared a second shorter, 7 seconds, than the actual maximum cooldown. After fixing that, we're reducing the cooldown overall by an additional second to increase the frequency of Roadhog's team utility now that being pulled in chain hook is less deadly. Yeah, I'm gonna have a great time on Ilios well, I can tell. Sounds like they're making it from 7 to 6 seconds. I don't think this necessarily makes Roadhog like a lot better, but 6-second hook cooldown is definitely something, and I'm very curious to see what that is, especially on maps you can pull people off the map. That increases the chance of environmental limbs by a lot, and the Roadhog changes already did that, right? Like the Roadhog changes already made environmental limbs a little bit easier. You go, how do they make them easier? Well, now when you pull people, they're a little bit further away, so it's easier to get them off the map. So 6-second cooldowns now? This makes some of those maps where like you can get environmental limbs very interesting for Roadhog. Wrecking Ball. Added the hero-specific option relative aim sensitivity while rolling, and then added the hero-specific option relative gyro sensitivity while rolling. Now, of course, that's going to make my Wrecking Ball that much better. I mean, my Wrecking Ball is, I mean, I'm already at like I don't even want, my Wrecking Ball is so good, I don't even want to talk about it, you know, it's just watch out. Good change. I think that's a good one. Now I see a change I'm very happy with. Grappling Claw. Added a timeout indicator for Grappling Claw located above the ability icon. Great change. Good quality of life change. Let me explain why. If you didn't know, for anybody new to Overwatch 2 or new to Overwatch or Wrecking Ball, there's actually a 6-second cooldown timer or 6-second timer on grapple. So what that means is that, or is it like, it's like 6 seconds, I think. When you grapple at a certain point, that grapple will just disconnect and you have to wait for it to go back up again, right? You have to wait for that to go back up again. So now you have a timer that tells you that, so you know if you have to let go of your grapple, which can allow you to then to continue on with your momentum and your movement rather than just let it go away. Good change, good addition. Minefield, arm-in time increased from 1.1 to 1.25 seconds. That's a good change. My guess is the ultimate was really strong. There is now a hero control option for Wrecking Ball to separate aim sensitivity while transformed into a ball, as players may want to aim his weapons in first person and move the camera in third person significantly different. Good change. In addition, a visual indicator for grapple and claw has been added to indicate its maximum duration before automatically detaching. Both good changes. They didn't really talk about the minefield. Probably just made sense. Probably just Wrecking Ball's a bit overtuned. Keep making changes. Zarya, the shield cooldown for particle barrier and projected barrier reduced from 11 to 10 seconds. Good change. Zarya got nerfed really hard. Now they're bringing back some of those changes. A previous change decreased both barrier duration and increased the cooldown at the same time, lowering Zarya's effectiveness more than anticipated. This is a partial reversion to help level it out. Good change. Yeah. That's a good change. Damage. Ashe. Bob now prefers to shoot an enemy targets that Ashe damages with her rifle. That is a good change. That is a good change. Like, Bob might do something now. Like, that voice line might actually, like, make sense with... Bob might do something now. Bob already does something. I'm just referencing the Bob, do something. You know what I mean? We want to enable Ashe and Bob to easily assist one another more. Bob now prioritizes target damage by Ashe's rifle, which may allow for more flexible ultimate placement. I like that change. Very good change. Very good change for Ashe. That is good. That is good. Hanzo. Lunge cooldown decreased from 5 to 4 seconds. This is just so you can dive into the team and get one shot a lot easier. Hanzo has high burst damage potential with Storm Bow and Storm Arrows, and a strong utility with Sonic Arrow, but still underperforms compared to other heroes in the same role. This change increases his survivability without directly improving his strengths. Now the question is, will that actually improve the survivability or increase how many more deaths Hanzo may have during a game? Depends who's playing Hanzo. If I'm playing Hanzo, you know what's happening. All right, Mei. Blizzard Ultimate cast time reduced from 0.5 to 0.4 seconds. Sounds like they just want to make it so it's easier to time that out. Mei's Blizzard Ultimate cast time sometimes led to situations where the animation appeared to have been completed, but there was still additional time that it could get interrupted. This change will help mitigate that feeling without significantly reducing counterplay. Sounds like there was an animation, thing with that, where they wanted to make it so it's a little bit more consistent, so I don't think it will be that big of a deal, but I could be wrong. We'll see how it goes. Like, here's my take on that. This is what they're trying to do, because they're explaining it here in the developer comment, just to give you an idea. Mei is good, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to line up the animation and line up, like, the ability to eat it, vice versa. So it's a bit more just consistent. They're trying to make it consistent, is what it seems like to me, at least. It seems like they're trying to make that consistent with being able to eat it and have the animation line up with what you're seeing. It's like, an example is, like, there's animations in the game that exist that are, like, are still, like, they don't line up with what you're seeing, and it makes it a little bit harder to either eat the ultimate or to understand where the ultimate's going at that point. So it makes sense that they're doing that. Will that make Mei a lot stronger? Probably not. It's like, it's a good change, but I don't think it's going to be like Mei's going to be a must pick now. So, all right, Pharah. Jump jet movement is now influenced by directional inputs. In addition to rapidly launching her upwards, Jump Jet used to always move Pharah forward a small amount, which made the ability feel less responsive when trying to move to the side or backwards. This change now enables a small amount of horizontal momentum in any direction. Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to test that out in the trainer range. That sounds good. Like, I might be able to play, like, I might not be playing Flora as much. That sounds good. I'm gonna have to test that out and see how that is, but that's good. That's a good change. Sojourn. Oh, I just read this and I'm already... Oh, thank you. Oh, this is a good change. Thank you. Torso hit volume width increased by 20%. Due to the angle of Sojourn's torso in her default animation stance, Her torso hit volume was more difficult to hit compared to similarly sized heroes. The hitbox is finally... It's going to be a lot easier to hit Soldier now and do damage. Finally! Oh, thank you! Because the hitbox was difficult to hit. That's a good change. All right, Baptiste, developer comment. Oh, no, sorry. Immortality field minimum health threshold increased from 10 to 25%. Wait, what? Developer comment. Baptiste is capable of potent damage and healing output, but often slightly underperforms across many skill levels. This change to the immortality field's minimum health threshold will strengthen his utility and enable him to more reliably assist his allies after its effect ends. I'm not sure how I feel about this change. I feel like the issue with Immortality Field is that what they're trying to do here is make it so you can get your teammates back up quicker. But the problem was they wanted Lamp to be an ability that like didn't overtake every single ability. But when you give them 25% HP, it makes the heals, because all it's going to take is one heal boost now, right? Like one like burst heal with like your AoE, or like just like a really quick right click with how BAP plays now, where like it feels like this makes BAP, I don't know if this will give BAP like a better win rate, but it'll be maybe a little bit more frustrating to play against that. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty... So, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so how it works right now is when you like say that you... okay, here's a way to explain it. Let's say that you get high nooned in Lamp. It will put you at 10% HP. This puts you at 25% HP now. You know what I'm saying? That's the change. So, like, you just have more HP. Yep. Oh, 10 HP. Was it 10 HP? Wait, what was it? Either way, it's gonna be buffed. You'll see. It's buffed. Ellie, we're not doing that, buddy. Here, 1 second, chat. No, it was 10%. Yeah, 20 HP. Okay, so I was right on that. Okay. So those are all the balance changes. Here's my take on this, because we're gonna look at these balance changes and be like, well, that doesn't seem as much. Here's my... Honestly, this is probably one of the more balanced... Oh, my camera? I like standing up and talking about patch notes. It's exciting. See? I'm having a good time. I'm just, you know. There we go. I had to go to that scene. All right. I had to go to that scene. I couldn't do anything. I had to go to that scene. Like, I had to go to that scene. Chat, I couldn't not go to that scene to fix that. So, because it's the way it's set up. But those are all the patch notes, all right? Those are all the patch notes. Here's my take. It's been a pretty balanced Overwatch 2 season. It's been a pretty balanced Overwatch 2 season when it comes to, like, heroes. So I'm not surprised to not see as many changes as we're seeing, right? We're not seeing as many changes on that one. What I will say is this, is we have a new hero in Season 4. New heroes generally heck up the balance, so my guess is that Season 4 will see a lot more balanced stuff, because I think anytime there's a new hero introduced, which is a support hero, it's going to be a treat. So we'll probably see that balance shift a lot going into Season 4. All right, bug fixes, just to double check here. Fix an option where to be able to report the player names we're missing. Fixed a bug with game report showing incomplete data. Fixed a bug where players on PlayStation 5 were unable to save highlights. Fixed an issue where player presence was shown as practice range. Wait, does that mean with the highlights I'm going to get more play of the game submissions? Oh, damn. The Ultimate Pass bundle should now show as owned. Fixed a bug where some players who own all name cards could get stuck loaded when using the filters tab in the name cards. That seems very specific. Fixed a bug on Nintendo Switch where all friends on the social screen had same player icons. Resolve an issue where heroes performing an emote appeared as T-pose for players loaded into the game. Oh, they should have kept that one. That would have been great. And then we have maps. Antarctic Peninsula. Fixed areas where some heroes could become stuck. Fixed several gaps in the environment. Make changes to the lighting. Fixed a bug where penguins were missing a noise when being hit with projectiles. This is very important here. Very important. And general improvements. Basan fixed a bug with the physics of the cow. Absolutely necessary. Let's go. Circuit Royale resolved a collision issue that could cause some heroes to be stuck. Coliseo fixed a bug with the camera placement for some plays of the game. Wait, what? Now we need scuff play of the games. We need scuff play of the games. The play of the game series. Esperanza fixed an issue with a tree that could cause Diva to get stuck when entering her mech. Lijiang Tower fixed areas of the map that allowed players to escape. Midtown fixed an area where players were unable to unintentionally stand, my guess is, on top of the train. Fixed a bug on Midtown with rail and collision not being correctly removed, and then Midtown can now be selected as an option for skirmish. Hero fixes, they fixed the Ash skin recently, which is a good change. Echo fixed an issue where Clone of the Sombra, well, that's just okay. Fixed sound effects. Hanzo, they fixed the golden gun where, like, golden gun where, like, it would change people to golden guns. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Reinhardt fixed an issue where in some cases players are able to walk out of being pinned by Reinhardt, and then fixed a bug with Fire Strike graphics remaining after being eaten by a Diva's defense matrix. So whenever Reinhardt with Fire Strike, you would see the Fire Strike animation still. This is a good change against that. I playing Diva against Rein, you'll see the animation. I like that they changed that. Good change. Lucio fixed the bug where Lucio's Amp It Up animation would continue after being stunned. Orisa resolved a bug with Terror Surge that resulted in the ring not showing. That's good for, like, higher heights. That's good. Sim fixed a bug where you could be sent to the wrong location. That's a good change. And then Torb fixed a bug where your turret would target the same targets as other allied Torb players. And then a couple of workshop changes. Overall, for a mid-season patch, when there didn't need to be much balance changes, I think there was a lot of really good quality of life changes. Obviously, we have the One Punch Man event, and honest in chat straight up, you know what I'm excited about? We got mystery heroes, competitive mystery heroes. Let's go.